Hi, I'm Mark and I'm the project manager for APE Malaysia, and I manage the CRATE project in our forest restoration work in the Kinabatangan area. I've been working in this area for over more than 10 years, but together with the CRATE project this past 2 years. The most difficult part of working in this project is that I will say the environment is very uncertain. So in a lot of places that we are working, we always have places where the grasses are very thick when we first started out. So the clearing is always very difficult, and there's always big possibilities that we might encounter quite dangerous wildlife like snakes and whatsoever. And then also we are working in quite open gaps, so the weather element is another big challenge. Being exposed to the sun, rain, thunderstorm. So pretty much like habitat restoration work, planting trees and maintenance is not very easy. It's a very challenging job. And normally in the first 1 year we will have problems with quite high mortality. But in the subsequent years, with continuous maintenance and good taking care of the trees, we have noticed that a lot of our trees after the 5th year, they start to grow very big, and a lot of our sites that have already passed the 5th year mark, most of them are already way higher than me. And I'll say our biggest achievement will be just 2 years ago. We have some trees that were planted about 7-8 years already, and they are like about 6-7 meters high. We have had orangutans using it. We found orangutans nesting on the trees, and this all gives us a very big motivation to continue doing what we are doing. This project is very important because what we are trying to do brings a very big change to the overall landscape of the Kinabatangan. So our main aim is to be able to reconnect back fragments of the forest that have been disturbed because of human activities. So in most of these areas that we are doing the planting, they are all very important and critical wildlife corridors. So we are trying to help a lot of different species like orangutans and elephants to be able to cross in between these gaps that are now very open. Besides that as well, we are also looking at it in an economic point of view. So we are trying to get the local communities to be involved so that they will also be able to earn from this project, and they themselves will become the protectors of this forest. This project has shown a lot of very meaningful results. So yeah, I hope that we'll be able to continue to do the good work that we are doing, and hopefully one day we'll be able to expand it a little bit more in terms of utilizing this area for research purposes. Kansas City Zoo has always been a very strong and staunch supporter of our projects. So we are very thankful for their contribution and also for their funding and being very good conservation partners for us. This project in the Kinabatangan, the reforestation project, will not become a reality without the fundings that the Kansas City Zoo has given to us. So I like planting trees, and planting trees is like planting a hope for the future, and giving opportunity for my future generations to be able to appreciate what I'm enjoying right now.
Saya sudah hampir 2 tahun untuk menanam pokok ini untuk memulihkan semula jadi. Sekarang ini kami misin dulu ini tempat, sudah dimisin, dia sudah begitu luas. Kami datang kemari untuk membawa bibit. Lepas itu sampai sini kami bikin dia punya lain, pakai tali. Lepas itu kami pancang itu tempat derak-derak yang mau ditanam. Lepas sudah siap itu ditanam, itu pancang, kami akan coba tanam semula pokok-pokok itu yang di depan kami punya pancang lah.
Itulah pentingnya supaya dia menghijaukan kembali yang tanah-tanah yang sudah luas dibikin pangkalan kayu balak dulu. Jadi banyak kosong lah, jadi semua kami tanam lagi kembali itu kayu-kayu situ supaya menjadi hutan kembali.
Now such as you guys see here, I get the sapling that we plantings over years ago, and now I'm trying to show you the process how we do the data collecting. Firstly, that we have to look at the leaves, and then we counting on the top of the list, and then we countings, and then we put it on our paper. And beside, we have to check on the height of this tree, how tallest they are, and after 3 or 4 months. And I'm also doing the root color diameters to know about the stems, how large is the stem after 3 or 4 months. these places become one of the best biodiversities in the world. So they become a very famous places for the foreigners to come and see our wildlife. So I really appreciate that we can continue the projects and also helping the environments, and as the local peoples also in the village get the benefit from what the product comes here.
We are collaborating with an organization here in Malaysia, APE Malaysia. They are an extremely dedicated group. They are a great group of people, and we couldn't be more excited to be working with them. We've been working with them for several years now, and we have grown this project from just a few small acres to quite a few acres in just a short amount of time. We started out with little saplings, and we've already gone back and visited some of our first sites that we worked on together where the trees are growing, and they're so tall, 3 and 4 feet tall, in just a matter of a year and a half. Without APE Malaysia and our tree planting squad made up of local villagers, we would not be able to do this. We also would not be able to do this project without the support of our guests at the Kansas City Zoo. They are extremely important to helping us support conservation locally, regionally, and across the world. Zoos play a very important role in conservation. It's part of our mission and vision, and we want to make sure that we're doing everything in our power to give back. The animals in the zoo serve as an ambassador for their wild counterparts. AZA institutions are extremely dedicated to making sure that we are doing everything in our power to ensure that animals in the wild will be here for generations to come. Kansas City Zoo is very dedicated to conservation. We decided to make it a top priority for us, where we not only are helping support other organizations and projects, but we're also active in those projects. We're visiting those projects, we're working on those projects, we're working from Kansas City hand in hand with our partners across the world to make sure that we can collaborate and make the best and most impactful decisions and projects to ensure a brighter future for generations to come.